Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. We are back for more of that AOT greatness. This being the ninth episode of the final season, or episode 68 overall. Previous episode, as always, them just throwing us for a loop. So much going down in the previous episode, so much to talk about, so much to unpack. I feel like that's been like every episode of this final season, and just a lot of episodes in AOT as a whole, But with Gabby, Falco, we talked about both of them a lot in the previous episode, especially Gabby. We gave, Falco has been one of my favorite things about this final season. I think we said in the previous episode, or I did at least, like he's been my favorite new character that they have introduced, to be honest. And we talked about both of them a lot in the previous episode. But Erin, of course, Zeke, and that reveal, and the little foreshadowing, little bits, they foreshadowed that. They definitely did. It didn't really click with me until they revealed it. It's like, those things make a lot of sense now with Zeke. So that reveal was crazy. And then Sasha, of course, Sasha, man, like the thing with, of course it's sad, and of course I hate to see someone like Sasha go, and just everyone's reactions it's heartbreaking, but when they kill off someone like Sasha, it makes me ask, like, who's next? Like, if they're gonna kill off someone like Sasha, I feel like anyone kind of is up for grabs, you know what I'm saying, in terms of death, essentially. And I'm not looking forward to that. And like we're in the end game, obviously we're heading towards that. So it's just like, who knows, right? And apparently, by the way, I was wrong. I think in the previous episode reaction, I said like this would leave off the Marley arc. That's what I had heard, but I think this episode will actually leave off the Marley arc, which a lot of people consider this whole thing the Marley arc. So whatever, however you want to refer it to as, apparently this ends the Marley arc and we head into like War for Paradise or something after this, which that's about to be nuts. Like I said, heading into the end game. So, we'll see. I'm excited for another episode, of course, and Zypher's going to be joining me. I know he's not talking here, but I recorded this before we were in the call together, because I'm kind of in a rush. Super Bowl Sunday, it's that kind of day, and I have to work today. Never usually have to work on Sundays, but y'all don't care about that. We're here for the episode. Let's get into it, guys. Here we go. Oh, they about to do some flashback. Yeah.
3 years ago.
Yep.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. So this is after Marley failed the Paradise
Attack, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this Erin?
Aaron, probably. It has to be.
It has to be Erin.
On his Aaron Kruger shit.
Yeah.
On his Aaron.
It's a devil.
He taking the whole ass boat with him, dude.
Oh no, they brought a Marley ship to the Paradise.
Oh, they probably tried to like survey Paradise after they failed. Oh. Niccolo-kun. So they like captured this guy, I guess.
She's doing a whole skit.
Yeah, so they're familiar with this Niccolo guy. So yeah, he's like Marleyan. I mean, look at his outfit too. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, what?
Helena.
Oh shit. Shit.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
So that's how. Yeah.
Waiting. So these are the people that work for Zeke.
Yeah.
So that's where their connection with Zeke started. Bro, it's so sad seeing Sasha now.
Yeah.
Isayama,
Like they would. They would. She just can't contain herself. She's like, I'm just so freaking interested in this shit.
Bro, she's like, what? Things can fly? He's like, holy shit, these guys are insane. He's like, yo, these guys are built different. Oh, they meant
Zeke. Wow.
Hey.
Yo, that visual is actually pretty raw.
Yeah.
Oh. Whoa. Whoa. To free the Eldian people. Wow. It's so weird. It's like awesome and weird seeing Historia. Like it's felt like years. Like it's felt like, damn. Pixis too.
Yeah, Erin knows all about that with the whole story situation. That's why he didn't want to say it. But that's how he knew, and he was able
Classic
to
scene.
Imagine once Erin uses that to its full extent, it's gonna be madness.
Yeah. The rumbling. Dude, the foreshadowing here is like Respect.
Talk your
Respect.
shit, Aaron.
ずっと助けを待って
Oh, she's playing with them.
Yo, Yelena
Oh,
is
she-
super talented. So,
And then Armin.
God, bro.
Oh my God, the acting.
Jeez. That's fucked. You're gonna love it here. Wow.
You look at him in the water.
Wow.
上陸許可を下りない
What a setup though.
どう考えたいろんな奴がいて
I actually love his VA, dude.
Yeah.
I love his VA.
君たちユミルの民も同じさ俺たちは求められたから存在
Yo, this is amazing that they're putting this in. I wanted to talk about it, and this is perfect timing because they're talking about this. Isayama covers topics about racism, about like like all the like there's so many things that are brought up, like like Isayama has a pro-Nazi agenda. He has this pro-like thing, and I'm like, I swear to God, people with common sense, literally, this show spells it out for you of Isayama trying to portray why these things are bad. Racism
Right.
is bad, like war is bad, and people twist it and saying that Isayama is pro for this, like he's promoting it. He's literally trying to message across that all these things are bad. Even this right now, with Sasha and all of them, they were like they had the black race, like they had no idea they existed because they were nowhere in the vicinity, and now they're being taught that. And it's like, and this guy has a beautiful way of saying it, like, we were equally as God. Like God said that, we should have all
Everyone
types of skin colors.
was wanted. Yeah.
Everybody's wanted.
It's
Everyone's
not just
equal.
one race or one skin color or whatever
and
the
then
case may
people
be.
will somehow still twist this and saying Isayama's racist. He segregated black people. Like, it blows my mind that people can start misconstruing. Like, his messaging is amazing. He's promoting all these good things by throwing the negative aspects of humanity, and
Right.
and he's like showing it in such a beautiful way, and people will try to twist every single one of these things when he's trying to show such an amazing message.
Yeah, and I feel like especially like I feel like recently with anime, like we saw it more like black representation in anime. I feel like some certain anime that like, don't really understand it or don't get it, but I feel like this is a good example here. You know, it's good to see more like black representation in anime because I feel like we don't really see it a lot. Although recently I will say that we have, but it's just I just
think
love to
it's
see
when
it. I like to
been
see it.
I hate it when it's pandered, but when it's done well and naturally, like it's been
Yeah,
like, you know,
because some just overdo it, right? Some just
some
overdo
do
it.
it
Like
just to
it's
be,
very
like,
exaggerated, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, like this is done well, like in the way his character is having meaning and a good message
Yeah.
behind it. This is done well.
Right.
Now, and it's been happening. I've been watching Disney shows. They've been naturally just implementing it, like making original characters as it should be. It shouldn't be forced in. It should be just naturally put in. All races around the world should just naturally have diversity in their cast, and they're
Mhm.
doing it so well here. I just wanted to put this point across that the shit that I see on Twitter of how Isayama's this and that is just so bullshit to me. This, like his message.
The internet is gonna be the internet. Sasha takes the whole lobster. Oh, I'm gonna miss her,
Sasha.
dude. I'm gonna miss her so much, dude.
Isayama just putting salt on the wounds, bro.
Right. Look, he's blushing though.
He's like, oh my god, I gotta keep cooking.
Oh my god, man.
と分かり合える
Wow. Is that just wishful thinking though?
Dude, Aaron doesn't even care, bro.
ああ脅すことでしかエルディア人を守る術はないのかなって
Is that the only way? That's their like main plan right now.
Yeah, to their perspective, we
That's
would
gonna
the devil.
be.
話し合えないのかな時間が必要だ
Do we have time though? Like, how much time are you talking? And fight. Keep him at bay and fight.
Oh, that segue,
Yeah.
man.
本当に僕たちは正しかったのかな
Gene said it, that it's your fault that Sasha died. Because it might as well have been him because he made that decision to take out all those people.
It might,
and
yeah.
Sasha died.
Is this the
Iconic
what I
panel
think?
that
Yeah,
people post
yeah.
hundreds of times.
I saw this already. Oh, so he was at Sasha's grave, and he's like a Marleyan, so they're like, that's why he was getting beat on like that. Like, how could a
Oh,
Marleyan? How could a
Dude, he
Marleyan
fell in love
mourn?
with Sasha, didn't he?
There's
this
something
dude.
there.
Or something like that.
Wow.
Oh man.
Connie, man. See, that's the thing. Just like Niccolo and Marleyan, them all Eldians, like it just doesn't matter. Like this was someone they all cared about, all grew attached to. Of course, of course. This interaction, bro. This interaction. Oh.
Yeah, see, I knew it. I knew it. They were pointing at them.
Sheesh. This is his hotel. Biggest damn hotel I've ever saw in my life. Oh, that transition. Look at her, man.
She's just like Erin, dog.
Literally, bro.
We killed any hope for peace.
Annie! Oh, he's been talking right here this whole time? Just like you guys on that day. Bro. Oh, man. Tatakai. Wow. And this is what I was gonna say earlier. Like, that last scene actually kind of bounces off of that. Like what you were talking about earlier, like with the whole, like how they transitioned from that scene with like Erin to Sasha, you know, getting shot or whatever, and it might as well have been Erin. Like I thought, like also besides that, I thought that was also like maybe, you know, kind of showing or symbolizing or saying that, to, like literally what Erin said at the end there, like fight, like you have to fight. Like you look at it from Gabby's perspective, look what she's doing, right? Like she is taking up arms and fighting. Like,
yeah.
So from either perspective, it's just like, it's like, damn, you know, I'm really happy though that we got, I knew they weren't going to leave something like this out, that we were going to, like Isayama would have this, right? The perspective of what, 3 years ago, right? When, you know, pretty much like Yelena, we didn't like, we just got introduced to them. Yelena and what's his name? Anya Poco? Anya
I
Poco?
don't remember their names. I'm never going to bother trying to say them.
Yeah, like, but to get that perspective, how they actually were kind of incorporated or in with like the Survey Corps and like this plan of Zeke's and where that originated from, and just like how we got into the position we're at right now, technically in the present, or before, a little bit before. I'm happy that they did go into and show a lot of that.
Yeah, and you know, I was actually a little worried because at the beginning they hinted at that scene. I was like, oh no, don't. I'm like, dude, Twitter is gonna be outraged
If that was just it.
But at the very last end of the episode, they showed the iconic scene, because I was like, I've seen that panel so many times.
Yeah, same.
There's no way they skipped that shit.
Yeah, and like, because before they only showed, like, I think they showed his body. Like, they didn't show like his face or anything like that. It was literally just like his abs and shit.
So you already know that shot. The fangirls about to go crazy with that shot.
Yeah, just like how everyone was like with the trailer, like when he's like shirtless. Yeah, but I mean, man, also what I really liked about this episode was like the monologue from Armin. Like, we didn't even know that whole time he was talking in front of Annie.
Yeah, that was the twist.
Yeah, and just like, and then what he said to leave it off, where he's like, just like you guys, and then it shows Annie, and then you just think of like Annie, Reiner, you know, Bertolt, you know, Galliard, like that whole shit.
Yeah.
Like when they were kids, when they were younger, it's just like that's actually genius. So there was a few, like when they transitioned from that scene with Erin into Sasha getting shot. And then when they transitioned into the prison cell with Gabby and Falco, and then when they transitioned like that, like three things that kind of stand out, like those are actually like, that was genius how they did that. It was like great direction. And then also like, even though like this what's his name, Niccolo, like that with Niccolo, I just love how, like, even though he was a Marleyan, right, this bond or like this connection that he had with Sasha, that everyone had with Sasha, right? It didn't matter like what side you were on. It didn't matter if you were a Marleyan. It didn't matter if you were Eldian. Like, Sasha was always just someone that like everyone loved, you know. It didn't matter like what side you were on.
She wasn't anything deep. She wasn't like a prominent character. She was just that innocent girl that everybody loved, and she, you know, she was with the squad.
Right.
Like, it was like, I would say she was the safest character to kill, but at the same time, the worst person because she was so innocent. She should be the last person to be killed because she did nothing wrong. She's always wanted to be out of all these situations, but she was forced into all of them.
Yeah, and that just makes, they kill someone like Sasha off, so it just makes you ask, like, who the hell is next, or like, who, if they killing off someone like Sasha, I feel like a
Oh,
lot
no.
of characters,
I
a
wouldn't
lot
be
of characters are up
surprised-
for
I wouldn't be
grabs.
surprised by the end if like the squad is like downsized by half.
And I hate
Honestly.
to even think about that, like, right? But it's just like that's this series, And
And we got what? We got 7 episodes left
Yeah.
of this shit.
Yeah,
and then,
like-
it's gonna be nuts.
we in
I
the
don't
we in
even-
the end game, like if we weren't before, like we really get into the end game shit
I mean,
now.
yeah, this is just the what I believe this is just the first first 2 chapters of the final arc. This is the final arc I think that's starting.
I think this
so-
actually
Oh.
ended off the
it's
Marley
ended
arc.
off?
But a lot of people still
Oh.
consider the whole thing the Marley arc, but apparently War for Paradise will start like in the next episode, I think. So
Yeah.
don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it is.
But yeah, guys, we pretty much covered everything. The whole Gabby situation, the parallels with Erin, this thing with Sasha, and they're just rubbing
Yeah.
it in our faces. And I honestly, we didn't mention this, that I really like the nice touch with Niccolo, and like how he was like first like terrified and like looked down upon Eldians, but then he started warming up to them and he learned about them and he actually cared about
From our
Sasha.
side too, yeah, and vice versa. Like our
Yeah, and then you had Sasha's dad sympathizing with him.
it was very
Like,
big on that.
And the issue was that they were trying to show is it was
What could have been?
possible
What could have
if
been?
if they could have taken it peacefully. But Erin just threw a water all over that. It's fucked. Like
Well,
Erin just destroyed that
yeah,
possibility.
It's literally like what could have been. That's like exactly
Yeah.
kind of what Armin was saying there, like at the end, like in a way,
and,
like
and because of what Erin did, he's created another version of himself, Gabby.
yeah, this last arc is about to be batshit insanity.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So that about does it for this episode of Attack on Titan. Let us know what you guys thought of this episode, what we had here. If you guys did enjoy the reaction, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace.